Learn English 10 minutes a day.
The Great Zoo Escape. It was just another boring day in the zoo. The sun was shining, and the animals were all lying around, feeling lazy. But deep down, they were all restless and bored. They were sick of being stuck in their cages all day, every day, with nothing to do but eat, sleep, and repeat. The lion paced back and forth in his enclosure, wishing he could run free in the savannah. The monkeys swung back and forth on their branches, dreaming of the jungle. The penguins waddled around their icy pool, yearning for the wide-open ocean. The monkeys, their fur a riot of brown and black, swung listlessly from branch to branch, their chattering subdued. They dreamed of the lush jungles of their ancestors, where the air was thick with the scent of exotic fruits and the call of tropical birds. The penguins, their sleek black and white forms gliding gracefully through the icy waters of their pool, yearned for the endless expanse of the ocean, where they could dive and swim to their heart's content. One day, the animals decided they had had enough. They gathered together in secret and started plotting their escape. The plan was risky, but they were determined to try. The next morning, as the zookeepers arrived to start their daily routine, they were in for a surprise. The animals were nowhere to be found. The doors to their cages were all open, and the animals had vanished into thin air. The zookeepers panicked and called the police. A search party was formed, and they scoured the zoo and the surrounding area, looking for any signs of the missing animals. But the animals were nowhere to be found. Meanwhile, the animals were having the time of their lives. The lion roared in triumph as he ran free in the savannah. The monkeys chattered and swung from tree to tree in the jungle. The penguins slid and swam through the icy waters of the ocean. But as the days went by, the animals started to realize that life outside the zoo wasn't as easy as they thought. They faced dangers they had never encountered before, like hunters, predators, and natural disasters. The lion narrowly escaped being shot by a hunter. The monkeys narrowly avoided being eaten by a snake. The penguins nearly drowned in a fierce storm. As the animals faced these challenges, they also started to miss the safety and comfort of their cages. They missed the familiar faces of their zookeepers, and the regular meals they were given. They realized that being free wasn't always as great as they had imagined. Eventually, the animals realized that they had made a mistake. They decided to return to the zoo, where they knew they would be safe and well taken care of. They snuck back in, one by one, and made their way back to their cages. When the zookeepers returned to the zoo, they were amazed to find all the animals back in their cages, looking content and happy. They had no idea how the animals had escaped or how they had managed to return. The animals never spoke of their adventure again, but they had all learned a valuable lesson. They had learned that sometimes, the grass isn't always greener on the other side. They had learned to appreciate what they had, and to be grateful for the safety and comfort of their homes. Moral: sometimes we can become restless and bored with our lives and crave something different. However, we should be careful what we wish for because the grass isn't always greener on the other side. We should appreciate what we have and be grateful for the safety and comfort of our homes. Vocabulary from this story: had had enough means that someone or something has reached a point where they no longer want to tolerate a situation or circumstance. In the context of the story, the animals had had enough of being stuck in their cages and were ready to take action to change their situation. Restless, unable to relax or rest because of a feeling of unease or boredom. Enclosure, an area surrounded by a barrier or fence, typically to keep animals or people confined. Savanna, a grassy plain in tropical and subtropical regions, with few trees. Jungle, a wild and tangled mass of vegetation, typically in tropical regions. Waddle. Walk with short steps and a clumsy swaying motion. Yearn. Have an intense feeling of longing for something, typically something that one has lost or been separated from. Vanish. Disappear suddenly and completely. Panic. Sudden uncontrollable fear or anxiety, often causing wildly unthinking behavior. Search party. A group of people who search an area for someone or something. Scour. Search thoroughly and methodically. Predator. An animal that naturally preys on others. Fierce. Having or displaying a violent or ferocious aggressiveness. Narrowly. By only a small margin. Almost not. Encounter. Unexpectedly be faced with or experience something difficult or hostile. Appreciate. Recognize the full worth of something. Be grateful for. Grateful. Feeling or showing an appreciation of kindness. Thankful. Content. In a state of peaceful happiness.